The Outdoor Adventures program introduces students to a wide range of new experiences and skill sets. Many times we hear students say, "Outdoor Adventures changed my life." It is my pleasure to introduce a recent Outdoor Adventures graduate, Isabella Ferrari. Her story, as I'm sure you will agree, not only changed a life, but saved a life.
I took Outdoor Adventures at Arbor Creek Middle School. I learned a bunch of really cool stuff like fishing, knots, cooking, hunting.
She was talking about how she was going to learn how to fish, shoot bows and arrows, and just different life skills. And one of them was CPR.
I really loved the CPR class I took. I didn't really think that we would have to use it, and that'll change March 31st. I was in my room. It was on Friday, and it was after school, and I heard something like outside, some people screaming. I thought something was wrong.
Our neighbor knocked on our door frantically, and I opened it up, and she was crying. She said, "Does anybody know CPR? Does anybody know CPR?" And I thought to myself, I don't know CPR, but then something in my brain reminded me that Isabella had taken that at Arbor Creek Middle School.
My dad and my neighbor came running and told me what happened, that a 5-year-old girl had fallen into a pool and she was unconscious. My neighbor asked if I knew CPR, and I said yes, so I ran over, and when I got there, there were like a bunch of people screaming and telling me and asking me if I could save her, and I said I'll try.
The moment we arrived, we knew that 911 had been called and help was on the way. Isabella, with her CPR knowledge, jumped in there, and that little girl's life was in Isabella's hands. And I'll tell you what, I've never been more proud of my daughter than right then. She was cool, she knew what to do.
I checked to see if she was breathing, and she wasn't, so I just started doing CPR. I gave 2 breaths through her mouth and then 30 compressions.
There was screaming and crying and praying going on. Isabella took charge, and that little girl's life was in her hands.
I gave her CPR for 2 to 3 minutes until the paramedics got there. I think without me trying, she probably wouldn't have really lived, but I did force blood into her head, so she's still alive, and I'm happy for that. I'm really glad that I knew the CPR training from my outdoor adventure class, and without it, I don't know what I would have done. I mean, it's really sad to watch a child who's not breathing and no one there to save her. When I tell my friends that if you have an outdoor adventure class in your school, you need to take it. You never know when you're going to have to use the skills.
I want to say as a parent, if your school offers the outdoor adventure program, you should take it. It's a great program.